Hi everyone. In my earlier videos, we have discussed about passport.js, that is the authentication in Express.js. Now in this video, we will learn about authorization in Express.js and we will use JWT, means JSON Web Token, for that. So what is JWT? JWT is ideal for stateless authentication where the client stores the token in local storage or cookies. And what is stateful authentication? In stateful authentication, the token is stored in server, but in stateless authentication, client stores the token in local storage or cookies. And on each request, the token is sent to the server and the server verifies the validity. Okay. And the client holds a token. No session or authentication data is stored on the server. Okay. So server does not store any token or any authentication data. Only clients hold that in local storage or cookies. So what is cookies? So what is token? After logging in, the server creates a JWT containing the user's information, signs it with the secret key and sends it to the client. Okay. And what is bearer token? The client sends the token in authorization header with every request. Example, this is the format for the bearer token, bearer, then token. So we need to fetch token from here using split commands. Okay. And on each request, the server verifies the JWT to authenticate the user. And purpose of JWT? The main purpose of JWT is authorization, not authentication, because actually the user's password is verified at the time of login, usually by comparing the submitted password against a hashed version stored in the database. So this we have discussed in passport.js tutorial. That link I will share in the description. And once the password is verified, the server generates a JWT containing non-sensitive user information such as ID and username to identify the user, subsequent requests, and grant access based on the information present in the token. Okay. So once the password is verified, the server what will do? It will generate a JWT token. Okay. And this JWT token, it is sent in every request for authorization. Okay. Like if some user has access to this URL or not, to this endpoint or not. So this is the work of token, JWT token, for authorization. So let's discuss it with the code. So firstly, we need to import some required modules. First one is let's say Express.js Express module we will import. Okay. Then we need to, because we are working on JWT, so we need to import JSON Web Token. Okay. Import JWT, const JWT JSON Web Token. So this JSON Web Token, firstly we need to install it. I have already installed, so you can install it using npm I JSON Web Token. Okay. So that it should be there in package.json file. So now what we need to do? We need to create our Express application. Initialize the Express application. Okay. So now what we need to do? We need to make a route, let's say login route, to generate JWT. And before that, we need to make a secret key for signing the token. Every user is having his own secret key. Secret key that should be validated in the tokens so that we can get the authorized access to various endpoints. Secret key for signing the token. Const JWT secret. And you can pass any secret key like my secret key. Okay. You can pass any secret key. Okay. So now we need to create a login route to generate JWT. Okay. So we will use app.post. Okay. Why we are using app.post? Because while generating JWT, we need to send our user object. Okay. In that case, the server will provide us a token. Okay. Because we need to pass some information to the server. Like this is our user and this is our JWT secret key we need to send. That's why after that the server will provide us the JWT. Okay. Let's log in. Customer response. Okay. So what we need to do, we need to create a variable in which there is our username. Okay. We should not send password because password is some sensitive information. So only username we will send. Okay. Const user is equals to ID1 and username. We were sending ID and username. That is sufficient. Okay. Okay. So what we are doing, user sending users object. Okay. And in real applications, it will be verified in the database. It will be verified against database. Okay. But for now, we are hardcoding this. Okay. So what's the next step? We need to generate a JWT token. Generate JWT token. Okay. Using user object. Okay. This is the user object. And JWT secret. Okay. Okay. So now what we need to do, let's say a token will expire in 1 hour. We need to set the expiry date of token. Okay. 1 hour. So long. Let's generate that token. Const token is equals to JWT. This is the syntax to generate the token. JWT.sign. We will pass user object and we will pass secret key. Okay. And we will set the expiration time. Expires in let's say 1 hour. Okay. Okay. So now the token it is generated and we need to send it to the user. Send the generated token. Send the token as a JSON response. res.json. So now we are sending the token back to the user. Okay, for authorization purposes. Okay. So now what we need to do, let's say user goes to the protected route. User goes to any route. Okay. Let's say it is protected. The path name is protected. Let's say user goes to a route that requires a valid JWT token to access. Okay. Okay. Suppose user is going to a route, let's say app.can. User is going to this route protected. Okay. And this route needs a token for the access. So now what we need to do? First we need to extract the token. from authorization header. And the token format is the token whatever will be provided here. Okay, so what we need to do, we need to go to the protected route and we need to send the token as a authorization header. Okay, and the format of the token will be bearer, then here it will be the token name, token key. Okay, so this is the format. So now, but we need only this token, we don't need bearer, only the token we will extract here. Okay, so what we do, const token is equals to req.headers, and from headers we will take authorization. Okay, and here we will split. Okay, so now using this we will get the token. Okay, in the headers we will take authorization and here we will split it. It has bearer and token. We will split by this space. This is the space and this is 0 and this is 1 and we are fetching 1. Okay, so token we will get. Okay, so we have extracted the token. Okay, now what we need to do, let's say if no token is provided, like if, so in any case token is not generated. If no, because we have passed some incorrect username passwords. Okay, so if no token is generated, we need to respond with 401 code, 401 status code. What does it means unauthorized status, unauthorized. Okay, so if no token, res.status return res.send status. What the status will be, it is be 401, means unauthorized. Okay, and in case if token is provided, we need to verify the token using secret key. Okay, JWT.verify. This is the syntax to verify the token. So this is the token which we have extracted, comma. We need to verify it with the secret key. This is our secret key, JWT secret r comma user. Okay. Suppose if the token is invalid, okay, or expired, because we have set the expired time also. So if the token is invalid or expired, we need to respond with 403 forbidden status. Okay, what does it mean? It means that token is invalid or expired. Okay, so if error, if some error is there, we need to return res.send status 403. Okay, otherwise if token is valid, no error is there. If token is valid, we need to grant access. Okay, grant access to the user. Okay, and we will send success response with user details. Okay, so now res.json, what we need to send, message to a user like access granted. And what we will send? User object. Okay. So now what we need to do? We need to start the server. How we start the server? This app.listen 3000. Okay. So now let's run the code. Okay, server is running on port 3000. So let's go to the Postman. Okay, and we will see how we have generated the token. Okay, so we need to go to the login route. Okay, and server is running on port. 1 minute. This one. Port 3000. Okay, so now let's go to the Postman. Paste this. Okay, we need to go to the login route. Okay, here we are doing post request. Okay, let's go to code. So we are going to login route and we are sending post request, and this is the user object we are sending. Okay, so in the response we should get the token. Okay, let's go to the Postman. In response we should get token. Now we are getting the request is blocked because of CORS policy. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to install CORS because we are using Postman online. So that's why it is giving CORS error because of URLs hitting to the server. Because Postman it is the middleware here. So that's why we need to use CORS. First we will install CORS. Okay. App.use middleware to enable CORS. Okay. So only requests from this origin will be allowed. This is the Postman URL. Okay. So let's check it again, run the server again. Let's go to Postman. Okay. So now we have got the token. We have got the token successfully. Now what is the next step? We need to go to the protected route. Okay. To check the access. So here we need to pass the token. If token is successful, okay, so access will be granted. If token is invalid, it will send the 401 status code. So let's go to Postman. We need to go to the protected route and the method will be get only. Okay, method will be get. So if we click it, we are seeing it is written as unauthorized and status is 401. So let's go to the code. So status is 401. Okay, why it is? If no token is generated, okay, because token we have not provided yet, so that's why it is giving 401. Okay, let's check. Go to the Postman again. Now we will provide token. Go to bearer token. Let's copy the token from here, and here we will provide the token, and this token it will be expired in 1 hour. So after 1 hour we need to provide another token if you want to access that endpoint. So now we have provided the token. It is written 403 forbidden. Why is it so? Let's see. If token is invalid or expired, okay, means token has expired. Let's go to Postman again. Why it is expired? Let's see. Let's try it again. Might be some another issue. Come. Okay. So now we are getting the final response. We have provided the correct token. Might be earlier we have provided the incorrect token. Some last character was missing. Okay. So now we have got the response as access granted. So if token is invalid, we are getting 401. And if in case token is valid, JWT will verify the token. Okay. If token is invalid, it will send 403. Otherwise, it will send the message as access granted with the user object. Okay. So message is access granted with the user object. Okay. So user object, we have ID and username. Let's go to the code. As you can see, user has ID and username. And in addition to that, it is sending IAT and EXP. So what are that? IAT is initiated at and EXP is expired at. Okay. This is the initiated time. This is the expired time. Okay. So now this is the concept of JWT in Express.js. So we are doing authorization in Express.js using JWT. These are JSON Web Tokens. Okay. So a brief I want to tell you about why we use JWT. So JWT is ideal for stateless authentication where the client stores the token in local storage or cookies. Okay. So what's the purpose of JWT? The main purpose of JWT is authorization. Okay. So the user's password is verified at the time of login, usually by comparing the submitted password against a hashed version stored in the database. After that, JWT comes into the picture for authorization. So once the password is verified, the server generates a JWT containing non-sensitive user information. So I am telling you based on this code, like JWT is coming in the picture after we have verified the username and password using passport.js authentication method. Okay. And we are doing authorization with the help of JWT. Okay. So this is the concept of JWT in Express.js. And guys, I am sharing the link of whole code in my description. Okay. So you can check out to my GitHub repository and you can take the code from there.